Mina Yusuf Jalo, the Cow Footprint, and you they listen to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. Na to the last.
Wolo through radio station man 103.9 FM. Tony Mia Aloma.
Antu so alense kan konkobi angi atela antu radio kan 103.9 FM. Tatenye tamlop so.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press.
Good morning, Freetown. Good morning, Sierra Leone. It's a hearty welcome to another edition of Stop Press right here on Truth Radio 103.9 FM and across our various social media platforms. My name is Christian Conte and the program is Stop Press, the program that brings you a deep dive analysis of major events that happen across the country. Stay with us today for the next 1 hour 30 minutes and we'll bring you the most trending issues and we have to review our newspapers right here on the program. This is Stop Press.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press.
Welcome back. This is Stop Press on 103.9 FM. My name is Christian Conte and it's the first edition for this week. I just go quickly through the newspapers. We have Truth newspaper is out this morning on the newsstands and bold banner headline says no resources for rehab centers since July 2025. Heading out Songa in SLPP's new era. UN at 80, Sierra Leone joins global reflection on 8 decades of peace, partnership and progress. Those are stories on the Truth newspaper. The Awoko newspaper has several stories here. Join the conversation. What type of political, systems does Sierra Leone need? Inclusive political and economic systems. These are stories here on the Awoko newspaper. It says new generation rises. Methodists champion youth to lead West Africa. New sheriff in town. A picture there of Songa. Songa takes SLPP hem. Sierra Leone secures World Bank IMF support, says our country's finance minister. More stories here on Stop Press. Political newspaper says breast cancer struggle intensifies, and this is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. Lots of stories here about breast cancer. Another story says 85 school sexual-based violence recorded. Octia Limited loses court battle. Parliament expresses frustration over Falaba Road. These are stories on the political newspaper. Concord Times newspaper says activists decry President Bill for signing Child Rights Act without addressing FGM. Another trending issue here on the media. President Bill has officially signed the Child Rights Act 2024 into law, and there are concerns about FGM. Dr. Ibrahim Bangura pays tribute to late Honorable Ernest Dua Koroma. After 20 years in Parliament, SLPP MP still pleads for Cabo Road. Oh, I wonder where this is in the country. I'm sure Kevin knows that area. Okay, it's in Shenge. Cabo Road. These are stories on the Concord Times newspaper. The satellite newspaper says government endorses 15.5 out of 16 women's proposals. A picture here of President Julius Maada Bio. Youth Minister makes commitment to skills development for young people. These are stories on the satellite newspaper. Global Times newspaper says EDSA needs to be savaged. A picture there of Dr. Kande Kole Yomkela. Honorable Sidi Tunis donates 2 billion loans to SLPP. SLPP is the only party fit to govern, says Honorable Bashu Siliki. These are stories on the Global Times newspaper. More newspapers here. Salon Times says from 52nd in 2022 to 8th in 2025, Sierra Leone makes huge progress on Global Mining Index. Tertiary Education Commission launches ASGQA in Sierra Leone. Ports Authority concludes its investigation. These are stories you could get on the Salon Times newspaper. 2 more newspapers to go this morning. The Calabash newspaper says AFDB approves $500 million plan to boost Sierra Leone's inclusive growth and economic resilience. Dr. Kande Kole Yomkela urges bipartisan support for Sierra Leone's energy future. And finally, we take the A to Z newspaper this morning. Says Chief Justice Commission's new sexual offences model court in Makeni. AFDB approves 500 million strategy to drive inclusive growth and economic resilience in Sierra Leone. Lots of other newspapers. You can find your way to the post office and grab copies of all these newspapers. And this is the Monday edition. This is Stop Press, and this is how we start the program. My guest today is, a regular face on the show, Kevin Lamin Lamdo. Good morning. Welcome to Stop Press.
Thank you very much.
Now, we have had a very interesting week. Lots of stories have popped up, and, every media institution has decided to take various angles. But we are still on the issue of drugs. And one of the most touching things is that, we have tried to narrow in on the issue of drugs, looked at various angles. And one of the most topical things is that the rehab centers, where people, don't go into drugs. After some time, they take them to these rehab centers, they reform them and make them better people. The rehab centers, and there are no resources. And whilst we talk about these resources, quite recently, a group of young people decide, say, that they get a peaceful protest and against drugs in the country. These are issues we don't happen in a place like our neighboring countries. Liberia has happened. We have had things like that in Ghana and other countries. So young people, they rise and say, this is an issue we stand against it, and they get the free will for do that. And it kind of Salon now, the Salon police is saying, no, you cannot have a peaceful march. Why? I don't know. So let's start with that. This is one issue that's been trending. What do you make of that? Salon police saying people should not step out for protest, peaceful protest, for issues around drugs, which is a national issue.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm passionate for talk about this drugs business too much because I know a lot within the criminal justice sector and the media sector, and of course through the international non-governmental organization world. So there are many factors where they affect these drugs, and we're not even go near outside for solve the problem yet. Safe, we still there in the corridors of, I don't know if na mediocrity, we make we not even touch nothing on the drugs business yet. And wallahi, as we touch and so, we will see changes. I'm bringing people into the realization that substance abuse, I can always talk na a choice. Na a choice. Because the substance within the abuse is expensive. People in the pull money, then they buy them. But what we do right, na Sierra Leone, na for declare as a health emergency, a public health emergency. That was what we do right. But what we do wrong, a plenty past what we do right. For example, I'm bringing people into the closest memories. I know see a lot of people when they listen. Remember the time we been get Ebola. Ebola na a scientific disease we been exist. And of course, we know say diseases are passive, then they. But until somebody go ignite them, then they become active. Then we get a pandemic or an epidemic, as the case may be. For Ebola, it was an epidemic between the three Mano River countries. Then maybe spread half to the other one, but I think not sustained. But what I mean to say, when it happen, it is scientific, but we approach them wrongly as a nation socially. When it happen na Kailan, when they get the first case na Kenema, where they trace, then do contact tracing, they find out in Kailan at the epicenter, everybody deny, say, oh no, na so we blind and go open, etc., etc., and we see the damage we caused there. But by then, we maybe in the serve na the international NGO world, we na the BBC Media Action, and we quick for take notice say something is wrong, misinformation being start. Because this thing was scientific, people in the bring and come in a social manner. So we say there is a need for social mobilization. And then, what happened? We not start alone. I not just want to go to the nitty-gritty, but I just Usa will just say, we can fall now. We join up with other agencies because we know say now health emergency. And what do? We collaborate, put resources together, financial, human, material, etc., etc., and form the social mobilization lead. And this is where me default government, because the Ministry of Social Welfare is well equipped with the personnel them, and the structures for set up a social mobilization movement on this Kush issue. Okay. Kush issue actually, not to magic, not to government, they go give person money, say go bring this thing, can't kill person. Not to government they do one. Now people, rogue people, now then deserve to bring and can they make money out of her. Yeah. But waiting government sign up to the people of Sierra Leone for, now for take the blame when anybody think in the country, matter plain. There was a time where Jumbo Black in this country, and government them blame. Where government don't get ministry for that safe. You understand? So I just give the basis at which government for ready for take the blame and for take the move.
Okay, now government get your own challenges that we agree to that. And it's a difficult thing for curb, drug issues like this.
No, Christian, sorry. No, say we say challenges. Challenges are
always there.
They are always there, and you understand. They are reflective. The truth is, whenever you get challenged or you don't get challenged, government get challenged for even pay salary, we know. But in the pay salary, so they get challenged for fly, but in the fly.
So my point
they even get challenged for pick the man in the street, but in the pick them.
My point is they get these challenges then. So as citizens now, they don't come together and decide, say, okay, let's also play our own part as citizens. Some young people, they don't come together. I'm coming. Some young people don't come together and decide, say, we want to lead a peaceful protest and, show say this thing very serious and let's help government in some kind of way, more collaborate. And now the Sierra Leone police is saying, no, you can't come out for reasons I don't know. This is also like a political protest.
Let's just say now. What to make we get everything wrong first? Then young people in the first, they can't deal with them. Let's deal with the big things then. Yeah. For even declare this public emergency where president do so, it was pressure by CSO and with the media. CSOs they use the media platform and talk a lot. The parliamentarians themselves told the line, but they turn with caution because they say if you can't declare public health emergency just now, say certain freedoms then go for court. Yeah. You understand? So they've been very careful in the parliament, but at the end of the day, then declare. When they declare, those CSOs will be the ask for public health emergency. Where are they with a plan to the ministry and engage the Ministry of Social Welfare and say, look at a plan? Because now the good thing is we get a lot of experience from Ebola. Yeah. That's why we tackle COVID-19 relatively easily than many countries in the sub-region, right? Though now, why can't we better it into this situation? Because this situation, I'm telling you, it is also scientific because the substance is scientific. But the approach always should be social mobilization. And social mobilization should be led by the Ministry of Social Welfare. And the NGO there, or the CSOs there, and community-based organizations there, where they now them area they for come on board. Come on board. And when they come on board, let them make a request. Then they use the media and say, we don't request the Ministry of Social Welfare for us to get a round table on this drug issue for the social mobilization. Let me tell you, this thing is community. Yeah. Asabi people where they the community head, then Sabi the one with the seller, where police come, and then they call na phone and say, hey, then they come on. Asabi everything about these drugs because we are faced with it. Yeah. You understand? The people where they go, don't pick and they go do. the people who they go into drugs, where they go for buy, they are matured, well experienced people. I know plenty of people where they don't damage their home. One guy, a powerful fitter, you understand it? He go into that thing, he not there again. In West, they cry so, in the work and city, they talk by himself. He say, wait till catch this man. Wait till catch this man. So it's a matter of choice. Yeah. Not to government, they go give people in this thing free. So not to government not get that bad name, they say, now government they bring a car, or they give us the money for like export, importer, like how government they give the importers, the rest importers, the foreign exchange for them bring rest. Government they give nobody. So that idea for saying a government they bring a, no put on a zero argument until we arrest them.
The point is,
but the truth is,
why people keep blaming government and all that?
Now because of this movement and what they not take.
Exactly.
This
so
movement
we have people who want to. Now other countries. I could remember in Ghana there was an example where people they come out to protest for some social issues. Police and they outside they give them water, they encourage them. In Liberia, women they come out to say this they destroy with Pekin and all that, and they were allowed. But it comes to Salon. Peaceful protest seems to become a criminal offense. This is not a political. It might be political issue, you understand? It's not party business and all that. But these are people wanting to come out to join the social mobilization train for speak against drug issues. And why should the police be saying this stuff will happen? Not in a street where I know that the past and
no,
wait, I'm coming. They went up to Okada. Why can't we use that human resource for just one day, or not even one day, few hours? And just show with solidarity and support, say we are serious about this.
Okay,
does this not bring to question government's commitment in the fight against drug issues?
Because let debunk. Then people always say they want to make protests. Yeah. This now the greatest lip service. We not get no truth or sincerity in them. I'm telling you, I'll tell you now. Right? Yeah. Any civil society organization will get interest in this thing. Yeah. And no say. Not for pull people in the street, go bring the answer. Man, tell you, everybody aware, every community aware say this thing is meanness at the camp.
For show some seriousness.
Okay, let me now we no more another in that position, but let's just make a small demonstration. Let's allow let one set of people come out. We go know the outcome. As Abi Salon, I tell you now.
Someone allow them now.
Okay.
To see what the PM.
Okay, but let me tell you, the police can't take that. No, listen, the police can't take that risk. I heard the discussion this morning, and I just tell you, policing is one of the difficult things for
police. They should police. I understand you, police. Police don't ever want to take that risk, and you have to take that risk.
Okay, now let's tell you.
It's citizens' rights. Let's support it, isn't it?
Let's tell you, you know the risk. You know they risk this mic to certain people. You know the power of this mic.
Okay, someone tell Salon police don't take that risk. Allow people to protest peacefully, like in other civilized countries.
Okay. For allow now the discretion of the IG and High Command. Yeah. But let me tell you, you know say in between the term then where police not the give permit and everything. Yeah. You know say demonstration they don't take place plenty one spontaneously. It don't happen plenty.
It don't happen so.
No,
because you go through the laws.
Let me tell you. Spontaneous protests, in fact, they can come up with the best results. I don't want to deliberate on that too much because
it can be risky because the police will say you not take clearance, they go arrest people.
Oh, okay, now listen. One day we want for take clearance. We then call them a meeting. You understand? By the time when they reach that the meeting, arrests take place and other things they happen. So what do you mean they try to say?
This one is a bit different. So
I
follow one of the organizers.
Yes,
this one is a bit different.
Yes,
one of the organizers then, his name is Jordan. He has been hooked into the drugs. He don't come out, he's clean, and he joined the mobilization. In a one possible way, police call and go and say, now this one do. Police tell and say, if people that come and do, we go hold you responsible. And he was scared, and he posted that on Facebook. Why Salon police not reach to that level the way we able allow people there for protest for anything they want? Make them protest now, then people they misbehave, then they use them as justification. But police never allows people to protest. Why? And it's a fundamental human right.
Within our media,
we
manage information.
Yeah.
You understand? But God forbid, waiting and know or waiting I don't get experience, but if we take some uncalculated risk for do certain things then we self go blame ourselves at the end of the day. Now they are the stop on this matter and they move forward again. But let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing about social mobilization. Social mobilization is the best approach to fighting this thing. When this free quality education come, when President Bio declared, when it go to, there was no main national protest or debate or something. It just went to localities, people and buy them, they move with them, then go with them. When it comes to Ansofa girls, then just do the launching na one place, I think na Mianta. The balance, it go na communities, then they run with them, Ukline and Sika, then they enjoy them. Let me tell you, the experience will me get physically for fight Ebola and for fight COVID-19. And where if government take that party, then go get rid of this kush in no space of time, is that you start with the communities. The communities, now they know the sellers, now they know everybody, now they know the buyers, now they know them picking the way they take the people already now also know saying picking don't end pan this thing. It don't end pan the picking don't clear the one who else. They know. So what thing you need for go make a massive puppy show again for tell people and say they picking and then
so what's in different between Salone and other countries? We don't do this same social mobilization, come out and kind of protest and show some commitment. Now Liberia, what's the difference with Salone?
What's the difference with Salone? Salone are the only place where everything, even Berlin where happened recently, where they all get political connotation. Let tell you. Then let tell you, we get a silent storm within Sierra Leone where they wait for blow. We all know Dandy. 30 days inside here. When I don't call people there, when I don't ask them question about electoral justice. About 2 months ago, 1 month ago, we see a whole community just jump into celebration. Yeah. They say waiting, they say then they can hand over to somebody. So suppose they can't to suppose then pull that in that's how them beat, then put it on social media, post around. Yeah. It become a massive topic, it cool down. A quiet storm is sitting in Sierra Leone. So I don't different from them country.
I know that, but my point
is take but let me show you what the counterproductive aspect of all this. There are many miscreants with Sidom where they listen radio, where they listen social media. Well, the one where they listen radio, you go say they're rational. Yeah. The one where they listen in social media, they radicalize to a point that then just they wait for one small chance. Let them do what they do. So I was at Eastern.
I understand.
I was at Eastern.
Can I make this point?
Augustine dropped.
Can I make this point? My point is that we preempt, we assume a lot. I understand. You understand Salone system. You have been around for quite a while. But why should the Sierra Police not allow this thing to happen? Then they use it as justification. The last time will give clearance. That's what happened. If it was, let's go for example. In the district of Kono, where the First Lady joined some social mobilization against the mining company, against conditions of service and all that. And I sure say they get clearance because the First Lady cannot join something way illegal. They get clearance. That is just the smallest of Kono, I understand. What if people want to do the same thing on the other side? Allow people for protest, then they allow people to exercise their rights, then they misuse their rights now, then you come in and say, on social date, we give you an opportunity for do this. Una misuse una right because of that. But police don't ever give them that right and leverage for protest, which is a fundamental human right, I keep saying. Okay. Why we not allow people then for do something, they will use our justification.
With all due respect to all the one them we human rights defenders or human rights activists or human rights everything. What I know about human rights, you understand, is it comes with responsibilities. Yeah. Now, in approaching any human rights issue, you get a panel where you follow. We include participation, accountability, neutrality, and empowerment, and of course, link with human rights laws. Nobody, only one who agitate for anything, never don't go na the High Court of Sierra Leone or the Supreme Court and call on the police say them for do certain things. Some clever lawyer go na a superior court we go overturn the orders or put on hold the orders of Justice Fisher in respect of a certain case for let another judge take another decision for let something politically expedient happen to the opposition.
You see, for you talk
so now,
people understand the
I don't say. So now,
is it the vehicular movement on election day that thing there, was it?
Thank you. Many of them. Okay. Why we not get people in? We go bring a whole bomb. Umar Fofana. Umar Fofana did it when he was president for Sludge because he wanted Part 5 expunged in the laws, but they not really look at him. So what did he do? He take the matter to Supreme Court for address, and he single-handedly championed, and he left in bias, he left in here. You understand? Take the court give a judgment. At least he try, he get a judgment.
But Part 5 of criminal libel law was not repealed.
Yes, but at the end of the day, now all the work they culminate to waiting to happen. So now coming back to this point is that let human rights groups, human rights lawyers, then sit together and make them challenge this issue and bring the Inspector General of Police.
Before people then do any peaceful protest, you prefer then go to the law courts and challenge certain decisions of the police. Is that what you're saying?
I know they say that. I know they prescribe that. What they prescribe is let some people. I think I've been talking the last time now. I say the biggest problem we get in Sierra Leone, we know they test issues because when we test issues, what thing they happen? We get a precedent. Even though Umaru been get the judgment we not be expect on that in protest for Part 5, common sense make now. Then they don't repeal her. You don't understand? So likewise, let's some human rights people and come together and put the Inspector General in the court and challenge something with the inside the Public Order Act where say you for just inform the police if you want to demonstrate. You understand? Now we see what it mean because the police they say no, not for just inform we, you for consider which we will talk, will identify you because this is the thing where the police then they bring come up. Then say one you for sign say any problem will come, you go carry them there. You for bring your passport, you for show yourself if now una 10, you show una 10 when are the leaders and all that thing. So a lot of people they draw back say, help me go put me passport. Me no know who say one push for go jog one phone, then go and put that in my aid. This is the thing. So why can't we question that in the court of law?
So is that not
and
something?
See who get
is that not something the police they use for actually scare people there for just keep
that's
quiet?
What the police is using. So what we for do now? Let me test what the police they use. So if illegal or non-legal, we can do it. Because me I trust the organization and they say they got the funds, but no, I don't think so too much funds. They say once you get the legal representation, we're ready for put this matter to rest. We can go to court.
The biggest problem with that is that even people in the judiciary, not really 100% trust is no believe say and they take case of the judiciary and go come this way.
But guess what? We got it in the case of Kamarimba. Kamarimba was a convicted person where don't appeal. You understand? By the way the law will be same. Now that once you don't appeal, you go to serve say you reach the point, then the appeal come. You understand the result of the appeal. The appeal not come out, but good lawyers then go. They apply to the Superior Court. The Superior Court ask the prison, the correctional center facility for allow the man on bail. So he go then get on bail. So if you not test
that's a very complex matter.
It was complex, listen, it was complex, but it happened. Because if they're not being tested
and a politician and they so
if no the person the lawyer will do that. I don't know the right lawyer, but the lawyer will do that. He did it test with books them to the maximum. So let we begin test this. The police is not over sacred. They can be sued in fact. If our police they report police investigate and then pull uniform and then come on a criminal court and charge them. So police also an entity where suable. Make them sue the police and bring the argument they have to play so that at least we will put this thing once and for all behind we. But again, when you have a situation, a country or a city where you not get a public square, because this is the biggest problem. Many countries then get public squares then way it's easy for let people convert to the point that you not even need for even tell the police again say because the police they meet una day una convert they una do what una they do, but we not get that scenario there. So whenever you want for gather people for demonstration or for protest or for whatever, the first thing what you get for do, you get for make sure say all lens shop they lock. Either by telling police for let police tell them lock, or the people who they carry it now where people say, but today and na no go here, all man be lock. And then you go shut down the country, where you go bring economic loss, and you go bring...
That shows the seriousness of the matter.
That shows the seriousness of the matter.
What shut it down for something like this?
This is what we see in the country. So if we get that kind of place, me go just say, no need to worry. Just tell the media people and say, una together now. For example, government wife, we in Forbidden be an ideal location, but I don't know how we don't make that say, but again, safe now a security place because Navy did it. Yeah. But if we've been getting kind of squad and they, believe you me, the opportunity for let people invent out so that government will know what's in the go on, even if they know, let them able to classify the way the problem, the more people there. Because truly, protesting or how they call it, demonstrations, it gets many advantages. But for Sierra Leone context and this freedom will do so, the disadvantages are also many. And the kind of people where sit on at the fringes, we're ready for coming.
Okay. So as we wrap up this issue, so based on your own logic and all that, we not going to ever get peaceful protests in Salon.
No,
by the look of things.
Well, actually, no,
because if you wait for the police or say, okay, so they wait for all the rules and regulations, then you can't have it.
No, we don't get plenty.
Which one?
I remember the time where a lady was killed at the beach, right? We had a protest, very fine one, where me self take part in that protest day. It was so fine because it was led by some ladies and all the rest of it. So we make a case.
So the one the leader, they get different name. You know, they know the past.
Not to this government self.
Not to live in government. But
yes. So what did they say now?
Peaceful protest was a challenge.
For now, we just wrap this topic.
Yeah.
I really want for stress on them points there, where really the government of Sierra Leone for take very seriously.
Yeah.
Because the civil society organizations they not say we not even protest, but we able kill Ebola. We not even protest, but we able put COVID-19.
Now what's not need for say for protest?
Yeah, what tell
we see how you kill people there.
Yeah, we see how you kill. Even though we been get some issues there, because I remember one time when we go work na Kono, the quarantine households we not been get the basic things them. You understand? The people that want come on, they say in the commodities and that you know say Ebola they get red something like a net where them they put around the building them. Then go down, then we'll see, we'll pick up. So we call the producer of the local program, say una do a local program addressing that issue they now and talk in Kono, talk in Madingo, talk in Creole, etc. In the local producer then do a program, you understand? The center bring their supplies. Then everything cool, then change their mattresses, etc., like how they do. So it means that when we have the social welfare ministry partner with development partners and civil society organization, community-based organization, and local media, you understand? Maybe we work with SLAG, we work with any media organization where command like IRN, we command that kind of national respect and respectability. We can able to address the issues then because the way we go communicate push issue na free tongue, it different from how they communicate and apply. I don't want to apply in small village like a Tayama. I pass the night stay. I see person they make so in the forum. I call I say what happen. They say na kush. I say kush don't reach here. So it don't go on side. Yeah, so all man go communicate in their own small area. And let's tell you, so area then get bylaws. And some people, them bylaws in the area, they respect and pass the government law because they know say na a locality. If they banish you, you know the Canada community. And any community where you go where they know say you are a banished person, then they throw you further.
Definitely.
So waiting make the talk so communities able to stop this thing. Well, me now can put myself in the limelight say we sabi all these things, but with collaboration. With like minds, as I be bulk of them people all the collaborate. They're still there alive, they're still in the country, they're still in Tonga, they're still they operate. We will come together with the ministry and get this thing to without too much. Because now the worst case scenario now that the drug law enforcement agency will for take the lead, they'll take the lead in some kind of way. But it's our police when they back up. Now then almost they take the lead. Now they
don't continuously talk to they don't get resources.
Yes, but our police will not get resources for drugs. Now they now don't champion. Now they don't arrest more drugs than the NDLA. Now they don't. But the funny thing now, police they go arrest the drug user You mean the drug user in the kind state where you take her, you can't go, you for can't go to rehab center because you go put her na police for can't go to court for go prosecute her. Even though if you can't go prosecute her, so go prosecute her because the case
that's
you will abuse substance.
That's the more reason why citizens themselves for carry inside this fight because
this is the kind side. The way they kind side, not to this kind way they kind
even
side.
the police now, the allegations of people in high places in police authority were the part of these drug issues. And interestingly, the allegations, a lot of it. And interestingly, we don't get people they don't talk now. Say police they arrest certain drug now, it goes other side. They go keep her, they arrest other person, then go sell land to other people. So it's a complex chain, and as complex, let's look at what happened.
So you don't believe
so,
that was a social mobilization.
So more look at it even happen at the borders there. In the borders, we play a video here on a morning program where what did happen in Liberia? Moscow they come on a salon, maybe a run or come on a Guinea, they don't pack her, a run through cell, we go Liberia. They get the patients or lose the motorcar and all that and drugs inside, and then they give a bad name. Liberia they make like say Sierra Leone is the worst country for drugs when we know that is not true. Things like this they give the country a bad name. We have all these drug issues globally and regionally and all this. Can't we do something out of the books for ensure say the government say that we are really serious about this? And I think protest is one of it. People need to come out and tell government say we really get issue with this and we have some mobilization. If something go wrong now, government can always. I'm still stressing. Government go use that day as some case now say okay the last so gonna go ahead for come out. This happened because of that. We're not gonna for go out again. But it's not happened.
You like to, Chris? Liberia, the Drug Law Enforcement Agency, very accurate and agile. You see many of them from the border to the young parts. They go Clay Junction, they are there. And of course, now the city they patrol. Before they come, I left the arrest a 70-year-old woman. Na a location where the saleswoman na that area there. Nobody ever suspect her because she was old. Yes. Everybody don't say this now for just they pray for in death now. That might mean I be the cell. The NDLA they can then they arrest all the users. They carry them go. Then they're not able to see the dealer. Because they expect the dealer, the stereotype is na man for the seller. Man, yeah. So they don't see. What they see now upon intelligence. Now they don't see that woman. Even when they arrest the woman, the video because they were not expecting say that woman they go do her. So then do the video when they search the woman. But then the beg and so oh man sorry when they see the two posts then the one get cash, the one get the kush. That's how they realize that nobody is a sacred cow. And they insist this because NDL in Liberia is well staffed. In fact, they get uniforms. We like a
I really like the way they check.
Yes, then they dress.
A loose motor you surprised us how they lose motor.
Listen now, maybe they travel with a lady who will get 1 gallon per mile. Any checkpoint will reach. Then they pull that per mile. Then get a 1 gallon. Then get a funnel. Then they turn them.
Wow.
Because then they tie the tramadol inside plastic. Then they open inside the permine rubber there. Wow. So when they reach, so before they reach there, they don't arrest a good number of tramadol through that means. So when they see we own now 1 small gallon, then they turn them. They clear we will go. Then they turn them. So I can't afraid now say okay. Now if you get bad luck, you work out person. We get drug inside that motor.
No problem.
We no longer suspect. But now what's happen? We on sign now don't begin replicate. What did Liberia do? Because Liberia
we got the last time they say we not even get space for check vehicles. We get space now. We got big share the where they get up only where they pull all to the predator. Because you get vehicles and they were like very high vehicles there and they say okay they not get side for check and all that they not get the expertise.
No they get some person online. Me don't go there. I don't pass through and see they get.
So this like so now they get an excuse.
Now what they do now because of the Liberians they don't pressure and it's like they don't shame by the Liberians.
Shame, yeah.
So now then they do the proper thing. But let me tell you, there are rogue actors na the border where some na old police or old soldier where they not serve again. But them don't serve na that area. They then get that trust, that public trust and all the rest of it. Those are the rogue people when are in the run the cabal.
Definitely.
But we will talk about that.
Definitely, we need for shame because most times when Liberia they accuse you of drugs, it's unfortunate. So they make it shame as a Sierra Leone.
Of course,
it's like America and Mexico. And Mexico saying America are the cow drugs, and we know Mexico. No, with all due respect to our Liberia counterparts, then Liberia they say Salvador are country of drugs and all this. So we really need to put a lot of effort. So thank you very much for the insight, and we'll keep this conversation alive. This festival paper, so we'll continue until we get to a logical conclusion. We get also one go, and we'll read Sierra Leone of drugs some way somehow. Particularly when it comes to the chain of connection, because somebody don't say it's simple. Almost all the things then they come through the ports, either by air or sea or all the ports then. If we could just stop that chain of connection.
Well, unfortunately,
very long way.
Unfortunately, you can't able to stop formalin, for example, with the mortuary they need. You can't stop her. They need her.
But you can control her.
Yeah, you control her. No matter how you control her.
Because, for example, if
when possible abuse something, why abuse her?
Yeah, you can control her.
Ants are poison now, then they add her to the mixture. Ants are poison. Where they can naturally people in the bars pest control. Then they add her. So that's why they.
But things like
now they will begin social mobilization.
Control the work like Tamadol.
We'll begin social mobilization. You remember that factory will explode now Wellington near one school.
Yeah.
People then go there and see everything, all the machine they arrest everything. So people they run. Look the issue of Robe and Taylor Street, Camboulin, where insect now they manufacture. Then the manufacturer, all the parts there, the condiments, then they are around legally. So people and they bring them can criminally now put them together. Even the diamond bone, you go now then go there, talk to man and say, "But I need 2 bags." You understand? You don't need for go book the grave safe. The one they operate, they know how they do.
But the law enforcement know that. That's why we have law enforcement.
So law enforcement forget
people in charge for the
that money. They forget the resources, the manpower. If for they don't they forget the intelligence.
I agree with you. The resources and manpower for they, but some things and they will not just your efforts, just things that they need for do. If you without resources and manpower,
but they say you want to pay that 25 days. Don't pull the administrative staff, they'll pull cleaner, pull the head, you pull the deputy, you pull the other directors. Almost people in left really we go gonna go.
You get people
so you don't see
they're not gonna work.
So you can employ them there.
Anyways, it's not about priority because we get a lot of things in this country where they put resources per. If we channel on the right side and to more important areas, I think we will do a lot of good. Thank you so much. We really don't hammer home this issue of drugs, and we're going to continue. We're not stopping here. We really go down to the roots. And in subsequent editions of this program and here on Truth Radio, we go into the schools. Then that is something I really know I'm going to right now. We will not get time for. I'm going to some other thing. But we are going to the schools now. Drug issues now don't take center stage at the schools. There are issues of primary school because 10-year-old they work out dog. They don't push a man at that age. These are things we're going to look at, and we're going to call some schools names. We're going to go into some schools, get interviews with them, and publicly name some people and schools them. We're ready for that day, and we're coming. We'll gather with facts and clearly as we go along. There's another very topical issue, a very interesting thing where the president don't sign the Child Rights Act 2024 into law. There's been a long debate about the Child Rights Act. One of the most topical things was the issue of FGM. And before it came up Parliament, FGM was not outrightly outlawed by the law. It go to the president. We still not get a hold of the new law. We don't ever get a copy. We don't get it. We don't know whether. I don't think the president go change anything because if the president want to change something, they send them back to Parliament. Parliament does the change and sends it to the president. If the president don't give assent, we assume saying how you come to Parliament, that's so the president give assent. And a lot of civil society organizations, a lot of groups have expressed some good sentiments. Yes, this is a very good law for women and girls, for their protection, and President Joseph Marabio has shown a lot of commitment in protecting women and girls, like the Jury Act, and a lot of other things. However, there's still some massive disappointment in people where they campaign against FGM. We have had the ECOWAS court don't give ruling on FGM, and don't characterize it in a way that we all know say bad and all that, and talk to the state of Sierra Leone for outlaw FGM outrightly. We have a law that has been passed, and a lot of people think it's a missed opportunity for outlaw FGM. What do you think?
You don't make. I go into the mode of Melvin Tijaman Saye. We say you spy me notes.
And maybe for that,
He say
a lost number.
He say you spy me notes, and because deliberately they can't talk on this issue, I deserve to make notes, and you don't spy me notes. Due respect to Melvin Tijamasai, because he's a very good researcher.
Quickly, just to make some funny, Melvin, he's trending. He's gonna have media institution. I think it was Liberty, and they asked about the defense against drugs, and he said that Jublo Jabla. Now tell us, don't talk Jublo Jabla again.
Jublo Jabla no get it some starts even meaning. But the truth about FGM is glaring. It's very serious. The ECOWAS court give a ruling mandating Sierra Leone to outlaw FGM. That ruling they come out very recently. A day out. In the face of that, the ECOWAS chairman signed that Child Rights Act without that aspect of outlawing FGM is, to me, terrible. So waiting me the pray God for, because I see lawyer Kouan post the DPP also Solicitor General. You understand? He post say he get the copy. I hope say them go just include that in there, because the dangers of FGM is massive. A lot of people know about it now. It's very massive because it's a right issue also. So this is the problem where they say people don't really go to court and test government and draw them left, right, center for see. Because this is all we go make activity then they happen at the court. We go make the judges themselves they young small, because some of them they know they get too much case. Like you make say necessarily cry for justice now. You understand? The truth of the matter is something they will for test them. Because the truth is we are all traditionalists in one way or the other, Nasalion, because once now you born tradition, a big part of we. Many things they know they do traditional for traditional reason. Who want married, who want pull nado, who want this, who want that. But scientifically, there are things way wrong with FGM, and FGM is associated with certain practices where people don't want to offend. Yes, if you don't want to offend them, tell them. Say, if you they go join a society, I go join and so if for commodity, you understand? Let it be part of the law. Say, so mama no go. Why you for take you picking? You take this in yesia, you pull and come out. You not get that right there. Yeah. So if you picking go to school, teacher take a blade, he cut this in yesia. You go jump as parent. But why you go take you picking, you subject her to FGM, then you say now it's traditional culture. Then the teacher is going to say now culture at the school, now the court is. Yeah.
Now speaking of the justice system, we don't get cases that we don't go to court. How the right issues them. You know, I remember following up a case. It's been over 7 years now in Satalamin, brutally gang rapes and all that. These are cases of not necessarily FGM, it is sexual harassment and all that. We don't get FGM cases there. We really don't go to court, because for you go ECOWAS court, one of the key things they will tell you say you don't test your own court, you don't exhaust the remedies that we get. And are you home? Most people have exhausted some of the remedies home. I mean, they decide to go ECOWAS court. And if ECOWAS court gives such a ruling, is it not incumbent on us as people that don't sign a lot of treaties and agree to certain laws then for domesticate such laws? And this is an opportunity. Now you just say we have the ECOWAS chairman. No, so wait till we go tell other people, the other countries there now, when we have the ECOWAS chairman, and it took a long time for the president to sign this law, and also inside the battle between the tradition and the politics and all that. And we there was a lot of pressure on him. We called on him, say, Mr. President, not sign this without outrightly outlawing the FGM. It's one of the biggest clauses, and the way we make the law for be good.
Yes,
but we're still here again.
I'm telling you, Liberia, they suspend the leadership of Lofa County, a specific district in Lofa County. Then suspend the entire authorities they did it, from the representative to about 7 of them. Yeah. You know what they do? Because they don't ban FGM na that district today. Because na they na the notorious district for FGM. Then ban them. You understand? Then go allow FGM take place. When the government know, they don't suspend it right now. Yeah. And then take all them facility from them, the car, then take the government car, everything, and take in their hand.
Yeah, this shows some level of seriousness.
Yes. Because the truth is, a lot of people in the way they fight well, I know say the campaigners then get the limitations in terms of finance, because so what they do, they localize the campaigns to area where they see like an epicenter, outside people and too brutal, then go there, then pressure them. Now then they get quarters where they don't repent. They don't hand over the equipment.
When a former minister,
yes, when a former minister
is focused on the north and all that.
Yes. So what's happen now? A lot of communities now, they don't see sense in the argument, because she's not protesting, but she's associating, she's collaborating, working with them, and show them the way out. Because now they get alternative, some they don't drop them.
And they make it clear, say, nobody is against the tradition of going through the Bondo society. It's about the cutting. It's Bondo without cutting. So you go through all the rites and the rituals of the Bondo society, which is our tradition.
And thank you.
But it's not necessarily a tradition.
In fact, it makes the thing more appealing, because I was present in one of the situation, because I do a documentary for we witness one of the thing in there. It was so interesting. In fact, it is more profound now that then they build the culture there than the way they do it now, because now the other way around, they just do the tradition for the purpose of FGM. Other than the actual grooming of girls. So now they put her in the other way. But maybe in a own chance for letting friend we can talk about. But the truth now is a lot of girls them don't suffer injustice because you did not give consent. You just grow up now and see yourself in a certain way.
And to some extent, injustice better. There are people who have died. We don't get cases where people don't die because they go through FGM, either drink too much or some other complications.
And the worst case scenario now, when them people they die, when the case go to court, a lot of big guns then they can't they fight, then they free the people, and then somebody will free them now, they score political goal. Say, hey, they want to do this, they want to block with our tradition, but we don't go pull the people in there, which is terrible. But the worst case scenario, now way that ECOWAS give you a ruling. You understand it? Then we not include that rule in there. If we be included for the include sake, the balance we for all left and give we now. We for go first now on the ground and locally sensitize people to the point that they go abandon them without any arrest or anything. But Gambia don't do them.
Gambia in fact, Gambia, it go na they don't go outlaw. It go na the legislative house.
Yes.
And it was a tussle.
Because
the even age of marriage and all that things, because it's a predominantly Islamic society and all that. They get a long debate. And they were victorious. It came out,
Because what they do, there is no second way to it. You can't interfere with person in your body permanently. We all don't understand how traditions then they go, but when it comes to the point that you get for interfere with the person in your human rights or in your bodily harm, the person forget a say. The person forget a say. But if the person not get a say, I think now they will blunder. Even if we don't put ourselves say, okay, anybody below 18, nobody know for try that with them. At least in a better way, because we person not 18 now, he need consent. Still, you go tell them say you go another go, you go say another go. If you say they go say if clear consent say where you go now, so and so get for bill. Then you go see if that person go.
We really talk to the authorities. Let the law be out more read them, because based on what we read and waiting there now, we don't know what thing don't happen with the law. Let's get the clear.
Because the highlight of
because
that
I think that was in the law.
Because the Child Act was there.
Yeah. Because I think you can, if it's below 18, it's still a crime now. I think that's why they don't make her. But people that want time for being explicitly clear that FGM, any shape or form, 18 or 100, whatever the case is, it's a crime.
It's a crime. So if person want to one by himself, is a matter of choice.
It's a matter of choice.
Matter of choice. Because although suicide is a crime, but people then they commit
they choose to kill themselves.
And then we don't cry for her.
So what can be done now? The issue is what can be done now. We don't get this law now, yes. We still yet to read the full text of the law. We read for really understand the nitty-gritties and all that. Do we have a solution to this? We just get a very new law like this, and now we have issues with the law. They have talk about reviewing the law.
Because
what should be done?
Yeah, the people who get privy to them. What in tell you, the main highlight is that outlawing area not be. But lawyer Koa gets her now. I think he gets a social media post. And I think with the media for rally around them because they're media friendly person.
Let's
it's a bit
get the law
explain things.
where we want
The
to
ink can come. Maybe, and just maybe, and I wish so. Sometimes there is something that is indirectly condemning it or
when it's considered the advocates they don't want,
it should be
because
clear.
even our 1991 constitution gets a lot of drawback clauses, you get a lot of ifs or buts. They want to maybe explicit, clear, say female genital mutilation is outlawed. We get a couple
That's
of
a bit no problem as a Christian. The fact that as person don't win election done. You remember the next election we can. Not only for left. Because that year when you win the election done, where your popularity still they flow around. Not only if you put some laws then where you go afraid say, but if I put on 1 year to election, I go lost election. But put on now, so people are used to one, then they left hand.
I always say this is more than just about elections. It's about the people of Sierra Leone and about we as a people. His Excellency the President, picking like we all.
Now we know honest. Now we know honest to ourselves.
So imagine
we the people will suffer.
We'll take ourselves as an example. I have 2 daughters. If you pick it, go through that, how do they feel as a person? Ministers, they all get picking then. When I don't pick it, go through that, how do I feel? His Excellency the President, fountain of honor, has a daughter. You get daughters if I'm not a daughter. Just put yourself in that position for a split second. This is me. These are my kids going through situations like Dandy. How you will feel? So when they do a law, think about other people than picking it. And President Bio is not going to be in power forever. Even for left. So these are legacies again for left.
Exactly.
Because we might get a president who will carry say me, I don't care about this law safe. But we will always remember that we had a president who took this law serious and he passed on. Just like you get free quality education, it's a legacy that will live on. So this is something I think we really for take seriously and really for maybe President really for taking time, calm down, look at the laws again. That's what I think.
But the man don't sign out. So what we need no more
there's
now.
Still an alternative. Now look at it.
Now for press on the Solicitor General now. Follow get on the media. Follow we concon the waiting.
Waiting the law say. Yeah, in
Melvin voice, no concon the law look waiting inside it. But actually the other aspects them where they safeguard children them.
Yeah.
It is appalling for me for see 2 picking them. The one a boy, the one a girl. Yeah. They took water, then they sell. Now morning around 9 o'clock, close to one petrol station, one bit by fuel. 9 the lady the way they sell at the fuel station. And then Allah, they say, hey, but you they see say the picking no well. Then yeah, then white one kind of way. Yeah. The water way then took, now reach 15 leons. Yeah. Because now 3 for 2 leon. So the water now so it's small so. They not go to school. So the child had the address thing in the, you understand? But who is
it comes to implementation? Implementation again.
Who is the implementer of those things? Because then now so they look sick, then yeah, it drops so now, and the in a fever, it go look like they're twins. So I say something is wrong. But if this child act don't cancel, the implementation, let them put under the hands of a particular group of people.
There was a time when parents get excused, I don't get money, but now we get free quality education. So worst case scenario, you don't have to pay school fee. That basic. The argument parents can get, and I see this argument all the time. Government promise or give bag, forgive shoes, or give this. Come on, you get your own picky. You know how I'm put money to bag it. If government buy bag,
we go school with man. We go school with man then where they put nylon bag. Yeah. And inside they put them book, they fold and they roll, so they go to school. We go school.
Man, they go school, no get shoes.
Yeah, so then they not too much. When the basics are there, now make a
government is providing the basics.
A natural family just need for provide the basics for a family: shelter, food, with education. Then other fanciful things there. Once on a white, when Christmas car, I go buy a banger phone. I go
definitely. Like me, when it comes to free qualification,
shoot the banger phone.
But it's free.
It's possible.
Make use of it.
Make use of it.
Need for shows of
because you don't know who's you picking a step up. Yeah. Then it need endorsement. Then you know able to get the endorsement. And then the people in way you go on for letting you the endorsement. Then go blame me because they say, but the thing was free. What are they way being drop out of school? Where we been go because they not pay school fee? Then we say, me papa no get money for pay. It is almost justified. Yeah. But in our own case now, if we person go for missing a job or you go for clean a job, then they say, bring you back then he not carry it.
Knockout, eh?
He not go blame nobody.
Definitely.
So even if become justiciable self, say you go sue them, say why would not pick me? Then go say you had
not get these
opportunity
requirements.
for free education, but you don't educate yourself. So
Thank you
can't
so
take
much,
you.
Lamdo. You know, in the next few minutes, you know, what you could be your message? You know, we get two issues that we don't delve into in detail. One, issues around the drug-related issue, we'll still follow up on. And the second, of course, is the issue of, you know, the new Child Rights Act and the FGM. What could be your message? Let's say you have an opportunity to speak to His Excellency, the Fountain of Honor. What could be your message to her in terms of these two things? What should be done to ensure that, you know, we change the dynamics of this fight?
Let's wake a minister of social welfare. Let's wake him. Social welfare, it means the welfare of some countries. Them Ministry of Education only under social welfare. Some countries them the entire welfare of the citizenry. Now, big ministry that one day, you know ever funny. Now make them go add gender and children's affairs day. It become cumbersome. They pull and they. But that Ministry of Social Welfare, now they deal with where person go give no answer. You understand? Or he answer, they feed the pikin. Now they in charge of the thing. The thing that social welfare they do is massive. So when it comes to even this drug business, but all of the NGOs or don't civil society organization where they go register na social welfare, you understand? For let them able to operate na the communities them, you understand? They know the Ministry of Social Welfare know them. They know the people waiting there before them. Get their phone numbers and all the rest of it. Call them to a round table. What do we do to address this social malaise? Because this is a social malaise. Yeah. It's not a drug where person they go get high, you enjoy, you go. It's a drug where person they go take, you die there. This is just what it is. So now it's social malaise. So call them, you civil society organization, we don't can sign up to you, say they need to operate. Call them and ask them, what do we do to socially mobilize people? I hear the NDLA they talk say, they don't do what in police they do. You know, the police now get local partnership board there. Yeah. So now they want to begin do that one day. But it's expensive because one, they never take the people away they want to deal with, then track record, then detoxification record. If not to track money, they can go in the business too. So all saying. But why social welfare? We get social welfare desk there at regional and district levels there. Why they not go take this lead and call them people and they lock come together? Don't make a move. We do them for Ebola. And we know the whole way social welfare play. Where when I remember say MB Attila, when I been the deputy minister, then he even pull a song. Yeah. Ebola for go. When I remember that, they tell you the intensity in which they take and become president. Kuma, then they put them behind the Ministry of Social Welfare. How they call her? Mojo Kaikai, Stephen Gauja, those guys. You understand? We can gather those brains together again and do the same thing for this because we get the blueprint, we get the case studies. Yeah. Now to FGM, well, the campaigners then they, but the general good, we will say that in the not scientifically proven. Say you get any benefit within the dupa ne galley. Religiously, they no justifier. So if na so it be, may we say what they do lost them because remember say Bible and Quran now they swear where would they go take government office there? No, so many government office we go take where they don't do orientation done. You just swear with one of them book. And if you go swear with one of them book and then book then they not justify that thing. And why if they make law people and don't say una put on there? Because I think the strategy paper where the Ministry of Social Welfare have been pulled long time ago, when in culminate to this Child Rights Act, it had it there that to outlaw it. That was why that group carried this thing on as ECOWAS court, go ask for outlawing, where the mandate we government now for outlawing. So and we're not going to get this law now, it don't come out now. They will say, okay, next year back we repeal. It just shows the inconsistency. Definitely. But however, we go able to win the fight against Kush if we change this approach, we change the strategy. Okay. Avoid the blame game. Low community take responsibility. One community and one calling him on air. Then take responsibility. Then pull the Kush dealer na the area. He come on the area, na born of the area. He get property. Then pull and they. You understand, eh?
Very bold decision, bold step. Thank you so much, Kevin Lamdo, for joining us on the show today. You know, it's been very engaging, and you know, a lot of things don't come out, and a lot of things that are short authorities already. So, Madam Minsa, Madam Esther Moore, you have a lot of work to do. Social welfare means I don't say you don't talk to you. They do a lot of things there, but you still have a lot of work to do. You go talk to this no more, day. You know, that's what every other government institution say more, day. But we know say already we're serious about certain things there. Money they come up for that day. Let's prioritize. Let's have the right, institutions. They do the right work and the right resources. Who say man for they use the money to do all that thing there. Man they cut and small. More be serious about we picking them. We serious about we young people them. To the issue of FGM, this is like a missed opportunity. But I still think there's still hope. We talk to the Fountain of Honor, His Excellency the President. People that within a parliamentarians say, we don't send them to president don't sign them, but to ourselves, we sit down. Una go out to pick them go through something like this. No. Una all get pick them, you all are part of this society, you cousin, you picking, you family and all dandy. Me know why I'm going to go through something like that. Something as heinous as that. We all go on dandy. Let's be honest with ourselves. Look at this law again. And as early as now, if we could do something about her, we'll continue to call people out. Like I say, in terms of the drug issue, we're going to schools there. Schools don't have epicenter. We'll start to call schools names and people that were involved and with all the facts. And we're coming right here on Stop Press. Thank you so much to the entire team, with technical team, Simon, Ansu, and DJ Muski, who's behind the mixer, and every other person we don't put on for this program. Come on. So thank you very much. Our guests we always left in very busy schedule. Kanaya, and it's not very easy. We all get we own demons we're dealing with, challenges there, but you still have to sit here and speak about national issues dispassionately. Thank you so much for your time and your energy for coming, and keep listening to us. So all the one way to follow we and listen, we know I do. We're possibly buying data, come online, listen to you for 1 hour. It means it's a serious issue, and we all need to come together for the progress and growth of Salone. So today, there was the edition where I will come back here with some other very pressing issues. My name is Christian Conte, and this na Stop Press.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press.